What's up, y'all? We're gonna have a much needed, real conversation real quick. Question: what is the best reason that you ever cheated on someone? If you have an answer to that question, that's the problem. Nothing justifies cheating. Nothing. And I'm here to tell you why. I'm gonna say this now before you feel convicted. If you are in a serious relationship, keyword serious, or married, and you're cheating, stop it while you still can. I got a few things to cover on this one, so let's bust a move. You ever heard the saying that there's a thin line between love and hate? Because it's true. You ever wonder why there's TV shows like Snapped, Fatal Attraction, all based on true events, fueled by love? Because it's true. I think everybody has heard a love story that has gone wrong. The most recent local one I've seen in the media was Latasha Daniels, a mistress of a married man here in Memphis. Killed him and tried to kill his wife. I ain't gotta tell you the details. I'll let you put it together. I don't have to tell you how emotions fuel most of the decisions that you make in life. I ain't gotta tell you that, but I do feel like as a society we have that it won't happen to me attitude. That's why when the city shut almost everything down and told everybody to stay in the house for the coronavirus, parks was jam-packed here in Memphis. It won't happen to me. Here's a few things to take into consideration with my 5 top reasons why people say that they cheat. Excuses. Number 1, lack of communication and attention. Have you told your significant other how you feel? Are you giving them a chance to change, and are you helping them with that change? Sometimes change do take a while, but it really don't take that much time to show change in this particular area. But also check yourself, because this is the most used excuse for people to be out here thotting. You know, it's the inner hole that they can't shake. But if it is attention and communication that's killing your relationship, and you have honestly gave it your best try, but there's no change, leave. Number 2, revenge cheating. This has always been the stupidest response to your significant other cheating. Yeah, I said it. Oh, you want to hurt them like they hurt you. Don't let somebody else's choices change your character. It's like your ship being damaged in a storm and you intentionally put more holes in it and expect it to float. But of course that depends on if you plan on staying with them. So you should ask yourself this question: can you see yourself with this person in the future? Take some time to think about it. If so, forgive them. Have an honest, progressive conversation. Make whatever adjustments that you need to make, because the past is the past. Never bring it up again. But if you don't see yourself with this person in the future, leave. Number 3, insecurities. Again, have you spoke to your significant other on how you feel? Communication. Why do you feel the way that you do? And what can they do to help change it? But of course, it's only if it's something that they're not doing or saying. If your man or woman gives you compliments, but for some reason, those same compliments sound better coming from somebody that you work with, a complete stranger. That's a problem. Look, I know everybody has different love languages. I know, but check yourself, because I know a few people that have played this card in the past just to channel their inner thought. If you have insecurities for real reasons, have that honest, progressive conversation. Communication. Give them some time to change. If no change, leave them. Number 4, false expectations. Whether it be in their career, finances, or family life. You shouldn't cheat just because someone seems like they got their life together and your significant other don't. Have that honest conversation, because you should know what type of person that you're dating or you're married to by this point. If they was lazy in the beginning, don't expect a whole lot of change out of them. But if you was dating an entrepreneur, be open to their dreams and help them where you can. Be supportive. Now wait a minute, I'm not telling you to spend your whole life savings on something. I'm also telling you to be supportive and smart, because honestly they should want some type of security or financial stability for the family as well. But if not, they're just being selfish, and a marriage isn't a place for a selfish person. I'm not even gonna get into porn addictions and sex toys, but I will say this: both of those are setups for a letdown. Cause ain't no we out here doing what some of those dildos can do. I seen it. They crazy. And you out here expecting your girl to do what these porn stars are doing. So you cheat because your expectations are so high. Constantly looking for what you're used to. Looking for someone to satisfy your needs. To hit that right spot. All because of what you expose yourself to. But anyway, if you have a solid expectation issue, and you have gave it an honest try, and you also gave your significant other a reasonable amount of time to change, you still don't see any change, leave. Number 5, the grass is greener on the other side. This one runs hand in hand with something I call the social media effect. I'm working on something cooler, okay? So basically, social media is some type of supermarket for potential replacements of your significant other. Of course, social media has a way of presenting a person's best them from the best angles, showing them as always caring, supportive, active in the community, when honestly, most of it's fake, if not all of it. But look, I get it. You fresh out of an argument and you open social media. Hopefully not to vent. Quick side note, don't vent to your friends and family, because they might not forgive them after you did. Don't be that person. Handle your relationships in-house. And not to add, once your relationship issues hit your timeline, it opens the door for outside influences to come in when you're emotionally vulnerable. And getting on social media in your time of trouble can also make you fall victim to old posts and old DMs from people that's currently looking better than what you're temporarily going through. Keyword, temporarily. Look, just think about whatever the disagreement is about. If it's petty, talk about it. Let it go. If it's something that has to change, have that honest conversation with them. Do your part in helping with the change, or do whatever you have to do if you're the one that's changing. If there's no change and you gave it an honest try, leave. You notice the last choice to all these issues is to leave. Look, I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but it's always the best option when you're out of options. And I know most of y'all just want to test drive a new car before you give up the car that you're driving. That's selfish, inconsiderate. If you're having issues with something that they do, who they are, let them go. Only God can change someone. So that means if God isn't in your relationship, I don't know what to tell you. And then even then, that person would have to want to change. Side note, if your relationship with God is suppressed because the person that you are dating, you're dating the wrong person, you are unequally yoked. Remember that. If you can't stop cheating, remember these few things. Cheating don't just happen. You don't accidentally have sex with people. It's a buildup of events, small interactions, and perfectly manipulated situations. You have to catch your thoughts in the early stages before they grow, because a thought turns into words, and words turn into actions. Remember that. Look, dare give away that you're going in the wrong direction. If you find yourself deleting phone calls and text messages because you don't want your significant other to see it, deliberately having conversations on Facebook and social media because they don't show up on your data plan, because you don't want your significant other to see these things. And I don't want to hear the excuse that you're trying to protect their feelings, that they won't understand. You deleting those messages for a reason. You hiding that conversation for a reason. You deleted that phone call for a reason. And you ain't being honest with yourself. And don't vent about relationship issues to people that like you or your single friends, because both of those people can have hidden agendas and you don't even know it. One just want to smash and pass, and you know what they say about the other one: misery loves company. So don't be proud if you cheating and getting away with it, just like you shouldn't be proud if you stole someone else's spouse, like you won some type of prize, like it's some type of accomplishment because you stole someone else's wife or husband. And you have to be related to Boo Boo the Fool if you plan on being with this person. Do you really think that they won't do the same to you? Do you think you can trust them? Do you ever think that you're going to reap the seeds that you sow? Do you believe in karma? It's the same thing. Clearly, neither of you care about the sanctity of marriage. If someone stole your husband or your wife, man, it's cool, because things that are easily stolen are usually not worth that much. I mean, if you've been handling your business as a husband or a wife or whatever, and they can still be stolen from you, that means that they lack moral standard. Look, it's not you. It's them. So relax. Anything that costs you your peace is too expensive. Woosah. And contrary to popular belief, God is not going to send you someone else's wife or husband. And the same thing goes for if you think you found your soulmate in somebody else while you're still actively married. Water your own grass first. You'll be surprised what happens. Sure. I mean, for real, fellas, ask yourself, would you actually marry a woman that you're sleeping with behind her husband's back? And women, same question. Would you marry a man that's smashing you then going home to his wife and his kids? Yeah, I didn't think so. Look, I get it. Some people do change, but some don't. What if your new stolen love don't change? Look, I get it, man. It's hard to bring back a malnourished relationship. It's easier just to throw it away and get another one. Kobe. Oh, snap. Look, I'm just gonna say this. Don't throw away your 80 lusting over a 20. You know the 80-20 rule, right? And for my single people, everything is timed. Giving birth to a baby is timed. Your career advancements has a clock. Your death has a clock. And most of these only God knows. But they all have a time and a date. I promise. I can't predict the future, but I can guarantee one thing. You live right and make godly decisions, you will be in the right place at the right time to receive these timed blessings. They're waiting for you. Just keep walking. You ever hung out with somebody and you feel like it's a waste of time? Because it was. What if you're supposed to meet your soulmate at the grocery store tonight, but you was convinced to hang out with Mr. Wrong at his house, and you knew he was Mr. Wrong? And that goes for my fellas too. You know she Miss Wrong, but you like what that booty do. I'm talking about you possibly missed a life-changing opportunity or relationship for a 35, 45-minute nut. If you miss opportunities or contract diseases or find yourself in some type of situation, in jail, or worse, dead, all because you was messing around with the wrong person. That's on you. Hey, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Look, I believe cheating is the worst thing you can do to your spouse because it possesses every relationship issue that you can face in one. and having all those issues hit you all at the same time, I mean, that's failed communication. You're lying, the trust, infidelity, creating mental insecurities. You putting your family at risk. Don't be out here playing with these folks' feelings. See, you underestimating the power of love. Well, you're actually underestimating the power of hate. You're underestimating the devastating consequences that can happen when you turn all this love into a whole bunch of hate all in a split second. It can make the nicest people commit murder. Look, it's the wrong situation mixed with the right ingredients at the right time. That's what kills people. Don't be another statistic. If you're unhappy, leave them. If you feel like out of all the millions of fish in the sea, you want one that's married, one that's taken, you looking for trouble, don't be surprised if it finds you. People ain't playing about their husbands and their wives. They got kids and everything, and you playing. Okay. Look, I promise, it's somebody for everybody. We just gotta be patient. In the meantime, work on yourself. I'm talking about physically, mentally, spiritually. Make sure you straight, because I don't want you to miss opportunity trying to get ready and they walk right by you. People are literally dying to be in a relationship. Don't let that be you. Love yourself. You worth more than somebody's leftovers. Hey, my man, you deserve a whole wife out here. And my ladies, you deserve a whole husband. Not just the icing around the cake. Trust me, they waiting on you too. I promise.